Hi guys, gamers, gamettes, welcome to Banished. This is going to be a one-shot, most likely only ever going to be a single video. I don't foresee why it would be anything other than that. And this is Banished, and I'm RoseErifnosi. Nice to meet ya. Banished is just came out, I think late February, and is getting a lot of attention in this kind of community, especially along Steam, which is where you can purchase it if you so choose. From a lot of the opinions I've been getting, this is a, the title, the category of game this is escapes me at the moment, but basically it's like more of a micromanaging type Civilization, Age of Empires, like city management thingy. And from all of the stuff that I've heard, it's like really complex and really hard. Here's my take on it, and I've played it for, maybe 8 hours? 6 to 8 hours maybe? It's not inherently difficult, but it's very easy for you to make it difficult on yourself very fast. So if you look at the background, this is actually my last town that I made, which is thriving wonderfully. I have an orchard over here, blah blah blah. We'll get to that later. So I'm going to start a new game, and this is just going to be my take and some of the things that I learned. So let's go to options, and first and foremost turn down this incredibly loud music volume, which is already at 50%. Excuse me, it's been a long time since I recorded, so you have all these lovely video, yes, everything on highest. Game, you have lots of options, and by lots I mean maybe a dozen, which are nice, so, I mean, look at those if you wish. Those are nice, as nice as options can get. Let's start a new town. We're going to call it viewership. I can't put an exclamation, aww. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Valley because that's the default. Terrain size, I like medium. Disasters are on. They're always on. That's gonna make lots of fun. I've yet to have a disaster happen, strike in any of my towns. I like to play on easy because I suck at these games, and also I want to show you the game and not die horribly maybe. Okay, so we're starting. Everything's going to be fantastic and lovely and wonderful. We're going to be restarting a new life away from Shishan, which is where we were banished from. Oh my lord, let's pause the game. Let's pause the game. Viewers, friends, guys, I got sheep. That is the luckiest stroke. That is the luckiest stroke. I've yet to spawn with sheep as a herding animal. It's very important. Take in the surroundings, alright? We have rivers, lots and lots of stone all around here, not too much dense forest except across the way here, which is fairly close. As boring as this might be at the very beginning, this is the most important part of starting a new game, is seeing where you're at. Building placement and very small details are going to make a huge amount of difference pretty quickly. It's gonna come up on you really fast. Excuse my voice, which is somewhat dry. So, resources that I need to be getting. Wood is basically what I'm going to be needing to get the fastest. So I want to look at where I want to have my people chop the wood and just remove it themselves, and then where I want to have a forester station thingy, forester's lodge, where I want that to have, because I don't really want people chopping down on their own, like when I tell, hey you there, Smeagol, go over there and chop down that tree. I don't want it to be in the same area that my people are doing forestry. So this looks like some pretty dense forest. I don't know. Anyways, we're just gonna do it. I was talking about sheep. ADD for the win. Anyways, sheep are really nice to have because sheep are the only place you can get the wool resource in the game. And with wool, you can make nice, warm, lovely coats and jackets that are going to keep your people very happy. This is a child. What's he holding? If I could tell. Is he holding it? Oh, he's helping! Look! Child. See, he's not a laborer or anything, but he is helping. No, that's good. I like... Ragged. Oh my goodness, 8 years old. Okay. The first thing that I like to do is replace roads. I lied. The first thing I like to do is turn on my menus. This is extremely important. I have the... No, not that. You're not a menu. This and a that. I have these open all game long constantly. Alright, so since I started on easy, we get a herding animal. I don't know if medium does. Get lucky. We have 150 stored logs that we can use for building, 325 firewood, which people will burn in their houses, hopefully not burn the house down, but keep themselves warm. I imagine a house fire would keep them warmer though. 1,500 stored food, which they're going to go through pretty friggin' fast. 70 stone, which they're also going to go through fast if you're building your first few things. 40 clothes to keep them warm and out on outdoors doing their work, doing the work that they do. 45 tools, which help them be much more productive. Without a tool, they are just devastatingly incompetent. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I have 12 adults, which are going to be my workers, laborers, whatever I tell them to do, and 11 people who are basically going to eat up my resources and not do anything else, aka children. Alright. Let's see. First thing I want to do is clear out a section. Hey, children. Not children, rather. Be a little bit scary having children wielding axes and things. 8-year-olds. Alright, clear that out. Can I actually tell them to remove the deer? No, I can't. Aw, that's too bad. I do love deer, though. I do. Okay, so we're going to remove that. It's going to make us some room, and it's going to clear some resources. Let's look at our resource buildings. Alright, so food, which is... I would like to claim that it's the #1 most important resource in the game. We should place a gatherer's hut somewhere first. A good place to put it is in some mature forest, not a section that you're constantly cutting down and replanting, and that has a dense forest. And I read on the wiki as well that it helps if you clear out the stone. So this looks like a really winning. This looks like a winning spot. I'm going to have to build a bridge, but I think in the long run, it's going to do really well. It's pretty close to the storage barn where they're going to store food. A lot of the productive time that your workers are going to spend their time doing is walking from here to here, from here to here, from their house to their work, from the stockpile to whatever they're building, from the tree where they cut it down to the... And that takes up a lot of time. So managing where you place your buildings is extremely important early on. You will save yourself so much productivity by placing your buildings in well thought out locations. So this may be a bad idea because I'm going to have to build a bridge, but we're going to try it anyway. So, you there, citizen, build this bridge. Let's build it as small as possible. Oh no! I can't build it at an angle! Devastating news! No. Aw, that's not too bad, I suppose. Oh my gosh, you can't do that. Come on! Work with me here! Work! 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 No, I don't want it that far! No! Ah, for God's sake. Sure, why not? Okay, do that. Oh, we're paused. Let's unpause. When you're at 1 speed, not much happens very much. We're going to speed it up to 2 speed. Yay, look at my happy little exiles. We're going to make a nice, wonderful life for each other. I've yet to have a single person in my town die of anything other than natural death. Which, doesn't happen a lot, I guess. Well, the one review that I did see, they were playing primarily on 10 speed, and that's a lot. That's really fast, and for a game that changes so quickly, it's not ideal. Yes. Alright, so while they're doing that, we're going to be building our gatherer's hut over here. They're chopping that down. Let's see. We're going to need a woodcutter's... a wood cuttery, if you would. for chopping wood, because basically we want to prepare for winter. Look, it's early spring, we have plenty of time, but it's 34 degrees out, so they're pretty chilly. We're gonna need some firewood, and it's really good to just map out where you're doing everything. Alright, so let's see here. Later on I'm gonna want to plant some fishing stuffs. So fishing stuffs can probably go over here. I like putting the blacksmith and the wood cuttery really close, because then they don't have to walk as far to go home, and then from the woodcutter you can just take it straight over to the stockpile. Alright. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? No, 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 this! Wood cutting. Yes, let's do some wood cutting. Well, we're gonna build it at least. Alright. Alright, let's make room for a road. That's gonna be our road right there. I'll most likely put this right there. How do I do this, actually? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. It's gonna go just fine. If we screw up and all hell breaks loose, well then I just genocided an entire group of people. It's of little concern. Alright. Come along, come along. Oh, okay, so we didn't make any builders. Builders will do building when there's something to build. Right here it says 5 people can be used for projects that you have going on. If it's not to the point where it can be built yet, like look at this. See, 6 of 8 stone is still needed. Oh, well, now 8 of 8 stone. Laborers bring the materials to the site. Builders do the building. Okay. If you have builders and nothing that you have up is to the point where it can be built yet, so let's say I don't have this. Let's say oh, well, this has everything too. They will be laborers until they have something to build, which is very nice. Which is very nice. Let's get rid of some of this too. I don't like that. It's so close. Monsters and other scary things can hide out in the forest and stones and things around our village. This is going to be a monster-free village. It's not going to be an unsafe place for anyone other than sheep. Because these sheep are going to do great things. Great things. Alright. So that's not done yet, no. Okay, so I like having a lot of laborers because it gets stuff done fast. Every person that's chopping something down or mining something out or carrying something is a laborer. I like putting roads down pretty quickly because it boosts productivity slightly. They travel places faster. Hopefully I lined that up correctly. Correct! Yay! Now there's room for another house. Cool. It just makes them work a little faster, and like I said, most of the time, a single person is just in transit, walking from one place to another, not actually doing anything. So the faster you can make them get from one place to another, the better they're going to do their job, and the easier it is for you. Okay, so look at this. We're almost full of that. I like putting another one somewhere else. Let's put it... Alright, where's forestry? Forestry can go like right here or something. Yeah, that sounds good. Forestry can be like over here. And then I'm going to put a stockpile on this side of the town. That way, if anybody... Yeah, chop some wood, yeah. Yeah, chop some wood, yeah. Alright. So I clicked here. The number of citizens working at this location. So there's one job, one opening as a woodcutter, and I have one person working as a woodcutter. Also, professions over here. I may be going through this really fast. So let me just take some time while nothing is being built. Actually, let's fix that. Let's designate some stuff to be built first. And then, while things are being built, I will discuss some other things. Gallery. Okay, let's see. I actually need to think for a minute. Which is quite difficult if you know me. Okay, so gathering is gonna go over here with the hunting lodge. Forestry is going to go over here. Fishing is going to go probably, yeah, right here, like right here. And then what other food sources do we need? Pasture. Pasture might be nice, like right here. Housing cabin. Alright. Town services we don't need yet. And then all that. Okay, so I'm gonna put the stockpile. I'm gonna put the extra stockpile. What am I doing? Stockpile. I'm gonna put it right here. It's not gonna be very pretty, but okay. I just want to make sure I'm not. I like having everything lined up. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. See how there's extra tiles right here? I mean, you could hypothetically put a thing down there. It's good. All right. All right. Let's slow things back down. Two most important things: wood, logs, and firewood and food. So you want to make sure you have those things before winter. Also, if anybody above their head has a little house over their head, it means they don't have a place to live, which is very sad. You don't want to be exiled and not have, like, even a house to live in exile. In which case, you would have to build them a house. Let's build a house now. Families will move into houses, not individual people, which is good. I think that's good, because it appears to be thus. Couples will move into a house, and they will have children. The children of... There will be no grandchildren until a couple has a place to live. That's what it seems to be. So, if you don't keep building houses, your population will stop. It will stop. And then in a couple of years, you're going to have... Well, a couple of years. In a big handful of years, you're going to have a problem. Let's place the gatherer's hut. And I read on the wiki that it's good to place it in very dense forested areas, but I also don't want to put it too far away from my village either, because then that will make it much more difficult to get them to where they need to go. Yeah, let's do facing, because hunting... Alright, so we're going to do that. Gatherer's huts are going to be our first building that's going to produce us food. You cannot have a villager or a laborer go out and slaughter a deer that you see. You can't. It doesn't work like that. Food is something that takes time to accumulate, and if your people are starving, there is no, oh, hurry, quick and do this. Aside from if you have a pasture, you can decide to slaughter all your animals at once, but you have to have the animals built up. Right. Oh, I'm at my limit already. Because we're at our limit, I'm going to put this to 0, which no, 0 I say, which means there are no woodcutters in my village. He will instantly become a laborer and do anything else that I ask him. Right. Right. I want to pen those sheep. I'm afraid they're like going to get away or something. It's not advised that you do pasturing like at the very beginning, but I'm just gonna do it anyway, because I don't like them just sitting there. Pasture, 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 where am I going to put you? Do, 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 do. Let's put you over here. I don't really care. I'm like trying to think way too much. Nope, not big enough. Oh, wait, I can do it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Question mark, because it's technically open. I didn't close it. It doesn't do anything if you close it if there's not somebody working there. If you have somebody working here, and he's here and he's chopping his wood, and you close it, he's going to be like, hey, I don't have a place to work anymore. But if you just change his profession by doing this, by going to like 0, right? Not 3, 0. These are the tiniest freaking... These are the tiniest arrows I've ever seen. Yes, do that. Okay, built my house. What was I saying? Right, so you can close things if you wish. Or you can just take them off of being woodcutters, and they will automatically go over to be laborers. Next, we have some clothes. Clothes, from what I can tell, clothes are really only used in the winter, or maybe early spring. And we have 13, and we only have 14 adults, so I think that that's kind of low on the priority list right now. Yay, farmers! I'm gonna put, see, you can assign the total number of workers in this profession. You can assign 2 people to be herders to work in the pasture, but over here it tells you the number of citizens, but this, you can only have 1. Can I increase this to 2? Oh, I can! Oh, wait. Sheep. It's a little bit weird. Okay, so I have increased the number of people who can work. Also reflected over here. Total number of jobs available in this profession, and this is total people who actually are working in this profession. I like having that because they're going to produce wool faster. Is this done yet? No. Let's pitch the camera a bit. And I'm going to already build my road, because I am obsessed with having roads. I have stone roads in almost all of my villages. It will automatically tell you the fastest path that they can take. I mean, I know like logic states that it's like, no, it's like this, but you can't build it like that. I think that's the path that they will take. I don't know. That's my excuse anyway. Yeah, put those sheep. Somebody get these sheep. All right. Let's see. Logs, 46. Let's chop down some logs. Let's clear some stuff. Clear all that. And the gathering is over there, so we can clear this stuff too. Forestry over here. Let's see. So keep in mind the places you're going to have to build. Immediately, you basically need to build a woodcuttery and a source of food. At least one source of food, which is going to be a crop field if you want to plant, don't advise orchard, which should be later. Pasture some animals if you have them, make a fishing dock, hunt some deer, or gather. And that's what I picked. Right after that, you want to put down woodcutter so you can make some wood, so your people aren't going to die. There's 2 things that they can die from immediately, or very, very, very soon after the game has started, and that's starvation and cold. So chop some wood and make sure that they have that to burn in their houses to keep warm so they don't die of hypothermia. After that, I'm already looking ahead to where I want to put my hunting and my forestry place. I don't really need to do that. Oh my lord, oh my god, oh my goodness, oh my gracious, we're out of food, like right now out of food. And my, this isn't up yet. You know what? We need to put the people in the people. Go! We're going to max out and put freaking these are the tiniest freaking arrows that I've ever seen. So we're gonna, whoa, not 8. 8 is not even possible. You can't put 8. There's only 1. I'm so confused, and this is supposed to be like an actual knowledge. Okay, alright, so I put 8 people in gathering when there's only room for 4. Now 4 people are like, hey, I don't have a job. Okay, so we're gonna take that off because we're wasting 4 people. Alright. Now we're going to start gathering. What? Oh my god, I screwed up royally. I screwed up so badly. This pasture is not large enough to hold all my sheep. Solution, make another pasture. Yes. Okay, we're doing okay. I don't need to panic yet. I know we're starving a little bit, but not a lot, not yet. Build a road! Go faster! This will, holy crap, that's not how I want it to go. That's stupid. Wait. What if I, no! That's not how I want it to go. No, stop it! Okay, alright, stop. Don't panic. Nobody panic. It's just a minor road alignment crisis. Okay, that's it. Yay! We have a little... Oh god, it's early autumn already. Oh dear. Oh goodness. Oh gracious. You want to have some stuff stocked up. Not be like, it's going to tell me any second now. Hey, you don't have anything. Alright. It's so difficult to like think on different levels while I'm also talking. I'm not entirely retarded, so... Alright. Another pasture. That's what I was thinking. Pasture. It is really difficult. It's really difficult to just keep talking and it's like in your... trying to think. And thinking by itself is difficult. Excellent! Now it's actually good to have 2 pastures because now I can have a higher population. Only 4! Okay, you know what? We're gonna be fine. We have 110 food. We have... we have some excess workers. Use this. Let's clear out some more stuff because I want to have excess things. There we go. You can actually choose. I'm not really going through this very methodically, like, at all. But if you click here, you can just click and drag. With this tool right here, remove resources, you basically get rid of anything that's there. Well, not anything. Trees, stone, or iron. You can't get rid of herbs. I mean, you can see the herbs. Oh, look, there's a little herb right there. Let me see if I can find an onion. Oh, there's mushrooms! No, that's not mushrooms. Those are small stones. That's a tiny, tiny little baby tree. That's a floating what? Oh, that's not floating. It's just another baby tree. Oh, look at the baby fawns. Oh, look at the baby stags. You can tell because it's got horns. Baby stags don't have horns. I'm pretty sure all... Wait, are those babies? I swear those look like babies. Anyways, you can't remove herbs from the environment. You can... I lost my town. I've lost my town. I've lost it. I've lost it. Where is it? Oh god. Give me a second. Give me a second. This looks familiar. Excellent. Only herbalists can remove herbs from the environment, and gatherers can remove fruits and mushrooms and vegetables from the environment. Okay. Just pretty much always watching your numbers. Always watching your numbers. 86 is not enough. This is my health. While you have an herbalist on duty, she will keep the health of your citizens up from everything but major plagues and diseases, which I've never had happen either. What are we gonna do? Some food. Oh, what's this? Oh, look! I love the deer! Ah, haha. You're so cute! I want a pet deer. I want a pet deer. Like, what if you just had a deer on a leash and you went to, like, the park? You're just walking my deer. It's fine. Don't worry. Nothing to stare at. Gosh. They're poking around the stockpile. Alright. Food. It's autumn. It is now autumn. And the gathering is not cutting it, to be honest. It's not. So... let me think. What was it? So... Herbalism goes good with gathering. And hunting lodges, hunting cabins go good where you're gonna put your forestry stuff. So you can have herbalist and gathering and a hunting cabin. Alright, hunting cabin comes first. Oh dear. Let's put you over... You should really honestly be further out. Like here. Like here! Like here even. Oh goodness. No, you know what? I'm just gonna put it... Screw it, I'm gonna put it here. I've never done it that close, ever. But, we're gonna do that. It's gonna hurry things along. And I see deer everywhere. Look it, there's deer right here. There's deer in the middle of town. There's deer in the river. There's deer under every stone. So I don't see why I'm putting that. See, look, they're right here. Look. So, alright, that should be fine. It's good. Okay. Because hunting cabins can hunt well in either open plains, open spaces, or in heavily forested areas, which is why it's good to put next to your forestry thing. Because your forestry cabin is going to... Oh gosh, I don't know if I want to do that. Your forestry cabin is going to destroy trees and then also replant them, which is nice. Yeah, we're going to expand this way. This is the direction we're going to expand ultimately. Let's see if I measured it correctly. No, no. Did I do it? Did I do it? It has to be exact! Yes, I did. Okay, so... foresting, I basically am doing... Okay, you get more of this, get more of this. More hurting, more hurting, more hurting. Nah! Dang it. Okay, so I don't want 8 people doing it, I actually want 4. 4, here we go. The reason why it's still 0 over here is because those 2 people that I... Tiniest arrows in the fucking world! It's so tiny, the arrow! I'm clicking, it's not clicking! Ah! Screw it, I'm doing it over here. It works better over here. Herdsman! And thus was born the video where Rose pulled out all of her hair. My hair. Herdsman, no! Why is there only still 2 of you? No, 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 no. This, you need 2. Oh, because I haven't selected that they need to be working the sheep, that's why. It's not a terribly intuitive game. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not a very intuitive game in general. But it has a lot of things that affect each other. And once you get used to that, and once you get used to the time frame that things start to change, you need to be doing things before you need to do them, right? That's going to be our motto here in this game. You need to do things before you need them, because by the time you need them, it's too late. You better already be working on it, at least, because it takes time. It takes a lot of time, and then you have to look ahead. You have to really look ahead into what's going to be adding numbers to which areas. That way, you're not overcompensating. So if I were to go, oh my god, oh my lord, oh god, there's no food, and then this, but I just got this up and running. And if I were to go crazy, oh no, fishing dock, another gathering thing, and another hunting, yeah, that, then I'm going to have way too much food and not enough people doing stuff to get the other services up and running. So the tailor needs to get up and running. I like putting the schoolhouse down as fast as possible because we've got 14 children. We have 14 children, and I want those to be 14 educated adults when they grow up, because they will be much more productive than uneducated. Who would have thunk? Come on, hurry up. Speed it along. Speed it along. Chop chop. Alright, early winter. We're doing okay. I know it says that we don't have any food, but I'm saying we're doing okay because nobody's starving. I don't see any starving icons. And we already have the max people working in here. That's going to do its job slowly. Plus, the building in the hunting cabin. It's almost done. We are surviving. First winter is usually the hardest. Usually the hardest. You gotta do everything right. Which I'm not, because I'm not paying attention to a lot of things. Oh no, I dropped my... I dropped this there. Okay. Alright, heart has dropped, which means their health ain't doing too great. I'm not terribly concerned because it's still pretty good, and I have other things that are more priority to build than an herbalist that I'm hardly going to use. I just realized I am starving. I am ravenous. I'm so hungry. Just a little, just so you know, in case you were wondering. Why? Urgh, I hate you. Stupid. Okay, alright, there. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put a lot of people there. These 2 builders actually aren't doing building stuff because, as it says, there's no jobs available for them to build, so they're gonna be laborers for now. Still have 11 coats. Don't have to worry about tools for a while because you only have 15 people. I'd say like maybe even 2 years. Well, by next winter, you might want to start thinking about making a blacksmith that can make you more tools. Yeah. Yeah. Is this... Oh, it's almost capacity. That's wonderful. And we still have absolutely no food. But I filled the hunting lodge. They're going to do their hunting thing. Gathering is going to over here. If I were to place another gathering hut or another food source, ultimately it would be too much. By the time it started kicking in, we wouldn't need it anymore. Also, you want to keep an eye on how much logs and stone you have. You don't want to go crazy building everything off the bat because then you will run out of them. And that's not good. That's not good. Okay, so now I can build... Did I already build a wood cuttery? Isn't it over here somewhere? Isn't it? Didn't I plop it already? It's really difficult to see if you place something already, because it'll just be like a shadow. Oh good, then I can actually place this. Okay. I'm gonna do this now, since we got lots of jobs. Let's see the ring. Where's the ring? It's hard to see it in the snow, but there's a ring that shows it's... No, not woodcutter. What am I doing? Yes, the range of the woodcuttery. Forester Lodge. Yes, there it is. The ring. The ring. Alright. I'm actually place this here. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect! Now they're gonna make that. And they will continue to plant and then reharvest all the wood in its circle, in its sphere of influence. Yeah. I can't even understand how hungry I am right now. You know what sounds good? This is gonna kill. This is gonna kill so many people out there. Sushi. Oh, my favorite food. I just like will work for sushi. Will kind of just do just about anything for sushi because I love sushi. It's my favorite food. It's delicious. First time I tried it, immediately hooked. Immediately. And there went all my money. Not really. Not really. Okay, we have things on the move, so we can speed things up a bit now. I don't like to go faster than 5 unless I know everything is going really well and I've done everything and everything's great. So, we are getting food. You see it jump up there. But people are also getting things done too. These people, what this does here is it says, I have 4 of a maximum of 4 animals in this pen. I have a bigger pen over here, so I have 4 of a maximum of 6. Winter is breaking! Aw, no it's not. So, when another sheep is born in this pen, they're gonna automatically slaughter it. And use it for food. And they're going to continue shearing them, and we'll get some wool eventually. Oh, look, we got all of 6 wool. We got all of 6 wool. You can lower it, so like if I were to move the slider down, I'm gonna say, hey, the max sheep I want in here at any one time is 2. Then they will only keep 2 in there, and every time a new sheep is built. Sorry for the insane, crazy person laugh. Every time a new sheep is born, they will kill 1 sheep to keep the maximum. So, if I'm having a food crisis, I could be like, oh gosh, move the maximum to 2. That way they will immediately slaughter 2. And all was well in the world. Oh yes, this is done. Fantastic. You can actually turn these off whether you want them planting them, unless you're having a wood crisis or you just have plain too many trees. Keep planting on. Otherwise you'll forget about it and then you won't have any to fuss with. You can have 4 foresters at any one time. I don't think we really need that many. I'm gonna put 2. Nobody's building anything, so we can take them off there just so I don't forget that I have 2 more available laborers. This is going. What's this? Oh, my log limit is met already. I'm doing fantastic with logs. Let's make it 300. There, that's my log limit. 300. Let's see how everybody's doing in day-to-day life. Oh, 4-year-old Velinor. Velinor. Your job is to be a child. You're idling about. Not educated. Yes, right. That reminds me. I'm going to build that now. Here and now. Because I think that's the most important one. I think that's the most important one. Alright, so I have to think about it because I want workplaces to be close to houses, so it doesn't really matter where this is. However, I'm gonna put it here. I want more houses. I can put more houses around it, I suppose. Alright, there. That's where I want it. There. Let's put a builder on it. Because I don't know if laborers will become builders if you need builders. Although builders will become laborers if they have nothing to do. I saw a mushroom! I saw a mushroom! Mushroom! Oh my gosh, look at what's that! Oh, it's is that a radish? Look at mushrooms and some herbs, maybe? What's this? This is stored medicine. Yeah, these are herbs and some radish, or no, onions. Those are onions. Yum, 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 yum. Right, so that was our first year. Wow, that was our first year. Not actually as difficult as, well, this is on easy. It's on easy. I think that if I had played this on medium, I wouldn't have been doing very well at all, because talking while thinking, talking while thinking, it's a difficult profession, but there are those of us that strive onward. Alright, Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. She's almost completely, she's got, healthy. She's 21. I think children become adults at age 11, I think, which is really young. No, 10! 10! He just turned 11. Did you see it? I saw it. It was a 10. Yeah. Yeah. So that's really young. And they start dying. It all depends on your village, I assume, but mine started dying at about the age between late 70s, early 80s year olds. So that's so that's when they start to die, which means you have a huge gap of usefulness, of productivity in their lives. When they get older, the elders will age 1 year by 1 year. So 1 year of game time, the elders will gain 1 year. That can't possibly be true for the children, because they seem to grow up much faster. We started with 15, I think, and 2 of them have already grown up into adults. Although they were various ages, they weren't all, 0 years old. I can actually, I just read about this, but I can actually increase tools, yeah. Increase the priority of a certain building. What's this? Is this it? Shows limit. Ah! Increase priority. This. What? That's not... But there it is, a button that increases the priority of the work being done in this area. So maybe I can't increase it anymore because it's already top-notch. I need somebody working on this stat. Chop some wood. Choppity chop chop. Choppity chop chop chop. Foresters are foresting. I think they really only need... Well, nah, let's leave 2 on it. Okay, so constantly checking your numbers. Firewood. I have somebody making firewood because you don't have too much. Food. Now that a little bit of time has passed, it's okay if I want to drop a fishing dock. I just didn't You don't want it to be like a knee-jerk reaction. Oh gosh, rivers. Rivers, I mean, you would think that rivers would suck because there's not a lot of open water area. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I can put it that close. I can put it that close. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna do it even. I'll do it even. Aw, no more sheep have been born. Do we have... Like, how many coats do we actually have? What did I say, 14? And through that whole winter, and it's been like a year and a half now since we started the game, and only 4 have been used. As your population goes up, they're going to go through them faster the same way with tools. Not concerned about tools, not concerned about clothes right now. Maybe in 2 more seasons. Is this child? Idling! Oh, Delisha, no idling! No idling is permitted! Get back to work! Go! Go! I already have an idea. I'm gonna try to play this game at speed of 5, like 5 times, whatever. Constantly, and that's going to be kind of difficult because I'm always slowing it down to make decisions. Maybe that's why I end up doing so well, but yes, 5 times. It's going by. Yes. 3. One of my sheep died. Did we slaughter one of them? Why? I don't have a notification. I'm pretty sure if one of my sheep had died, it told me. Alright, 7 laborers. People are growing up very quickly. They're going to need more food. Fishing dock is going up. Hunting cabin has max people in it. Oh, schoolhouse, we need 1 person is all you need. And you start training every single young thing in the town to be intelligent. This is almost done. Huzzah! Because I can, because I have the resources, I'm going to place my tailoring shop next. Because I want to start making nice, warm, snuggly wool clothes. Oh, it fits, but just barely! Yes, go space. Okay, he has reached his maximum. I don't know how I feel about that. Make it 300. Make it... Click the button! Click the button! There we go. Click the button! Alright, maximum of 4 fishermen in the fishing dock at any one time. And this is gonna go really well. Super well. Yeah, everything's going fine. It's going just fantastic. Out of food, but not starving. Just slightly peckish, unlike myself, who is literally starving. You know what I should have? I'm so evil. I have salami. Nom 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 nom. You could be jealous. It is permitted. It is permitted that you can be jealous. I have Italian dry salami. Savor it with me. Nom nom nom. Okay. See, although it's done, although we have a teacher, we have no students yet. We have 1 student now. It takes time for things to happen, guys. And once you react to things before they become a problem, like what I'm not doing, because I'm on a faster speed than I usually play, I am low on wood. Yeah. I'm going to tell you. Get over there. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, chop. Okay. You logs, right? No food. It's been at 0 for most of the game, and you're telling me that it's low now that it's 160. Salami. My cats also love salami, but no! Down! Down! I pretty much share most of my food with my cats if they want it. My cats are extremely weird. They like human food. They like bread. They like Cheez-Its. They like goldfish crackers. The cheddar flavored. They like pretty much any meat. I kind of eat like a lot of meats, like lunch meats and stuff. I always get a little bit. Alright, iron. We're not using iron for a lot right now, but we're getting low on it, and I don't like to be low on anything. I can't really tell right now what's iron. That looks like iron. That looks like iron. That looks like iron. It's a little bit right here. There. Okay. What's this? Taylor's done. And I'm gonna tell him, no, don't make hide coats. Make warm coats. Yay! Everybody happy. And then put somebody there as a profession. Where is it? I can't work with that tiny window. I just can't. It doesn't work with me! Alright. Now I know we're really low on, like, people and stuff, but that's to be expected, and we have children growing up really fast. Oh my god, I didn't put the schoolhouse down soon enough! Children are growing up, and they're not going to be educated. That's not good. Alright, I'm leaving it on 5 pace. I'm not changing it. Yeah, we're gonna be doing pretty well on food. You can check the... Oh crap, what is it? I hate that sound so much. Yes, I realize. If you click on this little circly arrowy thing, it shows you last season it produced this much. This current season it produced this much. That's good to know. I don't give a crap about the previous season, but I like to know how much it's created so far. Oh good, I've got 18 leather. Well, I know we're creating leather. Yay, I need leather. Venison, 680. Okay. You can also be like, alright, let's see how productive it's being, because I want to know how long it takes to get a certain amount. Why do I have... Oh, there I have 4 again. Good. If I click on my storehouse, it'll show me how much leather and wool and other things that I have. That way I know how many warm coats I can make, etc. I am shopping. Oh, I should probably put more people on this. Oh, but I don't have any more people to put. Yay! Screw you, Winter, I win! Oh gosh, I should probably put an herbalist. I don't have the people! Alright, I'll place an herbalist. Because it's gonna take time to make it. Hopefully by the time it's done, I have the people to put in there. The flour. Yeah, the flour. Okay. Let's see. Plop. Plop. Plop, plop, plop. Oh, good! Now I don't need a woodcutter. Great. You can go along doing other things that are of importance. I like looking around and making sure I don't have any, like, icons above. No icons. There's full. I've got 2 people there. Probably use a few more, but I think I have all this ready to be cleared out soon. I can also upgrade these to stone houses, which I really like doing. The thing is, it takes a lot of stone. It takes a lot of stone. Yay. Look, numbers are fine, guys. They're fine. We're doing well. Right, so you can change the priority of things. If you're like, oh goodness, I forgot to place this, stop chopping down trees, stop laying road, or whatever, and you can be like, ah, I need herbalist like now. So I could do... Wait, let's try this. Let's try this, make sure I'm not doing it. Aha! Yeah? Yes, it worked. I'm going to say it worked because I hope it worked. Okay, we've run out of resources, so we need to take that person off. No, off. I'm pushing the down one! I hate you! Stupid arrows. Taylor. There we go. I don't need you doing anything now. Cool, I have a couple of extra laborers. So it's a lot of bouncing back your citizens between professions when you need it. You don't need a woodcutter all year long. You don't need a tailor all year long. That's where it comes in to set the max amount. They'll keep working until they reach the max amount that you set, and then they're going to be like, hey, I reached the max. And then you can take them off and have them do something else. So really, once you find a really good balance of numbers, of saying, what do I want to keep this at, and what do I want to keep this at, then when you see some numbers drop, hopefully they're not dropping it all the time. They're not dropping all at the same time, because that would just be, like, really bad. You know where to put people at what times. So usually in the spring and in the summer, I have people on woodcutting and tailoring. Usually, I have people in the herds all the time. I have somebody in the school all the time. Depending on how much wood I have, I keep like 2 to 4 people in the foresting lodge. And yeah, so I don't actually usually have woodcutting and tailoring in the winter, but just because of when I started this, it's a little different. I do need some wood though. I do need some wood like right now though. Firewood, that is. Yes, that. My food level will just not come up. This is very strange. This is very strange. What's this happening? People eat too much. Oh, God. Cat's knocking things over. 1 second. Alright, guys. Crisis averted with cats being destructive. They're not being really destructive. They're just not really as graceful and catty. Catty as most other cats. So I completely got distracted. Let's see what's going on. Really low on food. I'm gonna be wrapping up this video pretty quickly because this is pretty much more of the same. Let me talk about the trade system really quickly. So here it is. You want to go to the storage, markets, and trade. You can place a trading post. I'm not going to actually do it because I don't need it right now, and it's going to take way too long. And okay, what you can do with the trading post is every couple of seasons, maybe once a year, a trader will go to the trading post, and if you have some traders at the trading post, then you're going to be able to trade. I don't know a lot about trading, to be perfectly honest. Not a lot at all. I didn't even do the tutorial for it because I didn't want to use it. But come to find out, it's actually a pretty big part of the game. Anyways, about once a year, the merchant will come and you're going to be able to trade with the merchant. And you don't, you don't necessarily use money, you use value. So what you have to do, and this is actually really important. You stock your items and your wares in the market. You don't take them from your barn or from your stockpile or anything. And the reason why that's important is because you're going to have, by this stage of the game, you're going to have a lot going on. You see, this is the beginning of the game, and I only have 2 laborers and 1 builder that's not doing something. Fishermen, gatherers, and herdsmen, the reason why those are all really high is because I need a lot of food. I don't have enough extra people to start a farm. The forestry is kind of low, so the reason I have that. What I need to have happen is people to have more children, and for these children here, and also the educated ones. So the first number is adults, the middle number is students, and the last number is children. I need these students to become adults. As they become adults, your population will increase, obviously, and they're going to consume more food. So, so the game does get harder the longer you go, and eventually you will kind of run out of resources in the area that you have placed your buildings. However, when you place the forestry building, which I'm gonna place like over here. Oh, I placed it here. They will replant, and they grow pretty damn fast. So you're going to be replenishing your resources. I'm not entirely sure if gathering uses resources. The hunting lodge, I'm not sure about that either. However, the stones that are available here, it's really important to get what's around you first, because I made the mistake of building a quarry way too soon, and you can see that it's here, quarry. The reason why is because it's extremely expensive. It costs 80 wood and 40 stone. It takes 40 iron actually. And you will mine stone and iron. A very small amount of iron, might I add, but mostly stone. Also, you can mine it out. So once you build a quarry, you can get down to 0%, and you've basically mined everything around there. You cannot delete it. It will be a permanent, very large hole in the ground. Take a look at that. That's massive. That's like half the size of my town, right? And also, it's maximum workage. So the maximum number of people you can have working the quarry is 14. 14! That's a lot. And in my experience, to get the most out of your quarry, it's almost not even worth having a quarry if you're going to have under 8 people working it. It's more productive to try to clear out as much of the natural resources of iron and stone while it's still there. I would try to hold off on building a quarry as late as possible. I did build a tavern once. We're not gonna actually do that here because it is further down the road in the game. But you use it to brew alcohol, and I haven't gotten it to work. I've only been able to buy alcohol from the trader. You need several different types of ingredients to be able to make it. So for instance, you can use berries that you've gathered. You can use pears from you can use pears, plums, that kind of thing, fruits and stuff that you get from your orchard. It's worth mentioning that you cannot decide to plant every type of fruit in a, what do you call it? What is this? Crop field. You cannot choose you will get an option of 1 to 2 crops to build. And they might be pumpkins and onions, in which case they are of no use to your brewing. In real life, they believe they do have pumpkin ale, but anyways, orchards. There, the tree. Also gives you 1 to 2, and unfortunately, once I got walnuts and pecans, which add to your food, and I know the diversity of your population's diet does play a big role in how healthy they stay over here. So that's always a good thing, but you cannot use it to make, if that does happen to you where you can only plant, let's say, pumpkins and onions, and then the only trees you got are walnuts and pecans, you're going to rely entirely on the merchant to bring you either a lot of inventory of the fruits, or just buy the alcohol from the trader if you get lucky enough for them to show up. That's not the trader, but this is where I would put it. Alrighty, let's see if there's anything else I haven't. I've never placed the town hall. I've gotten to the point where I've had everything except a town hall and a chapel, because I think those are a lot later things. Usually, I do have the extra resources for it, but I don't think that they're incredibly relevant. Hospitals I've had, but I'm pretty sure they'll give you a notification if somebody actually gets a disease. Until then, your herbalist is going to cure, it'll say right here, it's simple health and healing for citizens. And once you plant it, which I did, well, when it's up, it'll tell you it heals minor injuries and minor disease. So I've planted a hospital, and for hours I literally got no patients, and I used one of my population to staff it. Keep in mind, the more buildings that you build, every building aside from houses are going to require you to have somebody working it. And so it's great when you have a higher population later in the game, but later in the game you're going to have more buildings and eventually get to quarries or, mines, which both have a, it has to be built in a mountain. So like, for instance, and you can change the orientation with that. There, save. Alright. Okay, the thing about mines, it will mine iron, and it has an exceptionally low rate of mining coal. It says that it mines coal exceptionally. I've played entire, like, games up until, like, maybe 17 years into it, and not get a single ore of coal. I think that's something they're going to be changing with the patch, hopefully, praying for it. So that's that. Tailor. Did I place a tailor? Did we go over tailors? Yay! Yes, we did. We don't have any leather to be making them, but we did go over that already. Eventually, you can upgrade your roads to stone roads, which provides faster travel for your citizens, and tunnels, which I don't really think to be very... I mean, that's like later game, like a lot later game, because they're very expensive to build. It's 4 stone or iron, 4 stone per tile, and mountains are usually pretty huge, so that's going to be a lot of stone. By the time you're doing that, you've probably exhausted all of the stone in your area, and you're going to want to be working a quarry, which I found to be not very high yielding at all. Not high yielding at all. You're going to want to put your quarry and that kind of thing, your quarry and your mine and all that kind of shenanigans, kind of far away from your village, because like I said, with the mine and the quarry, you cannot get rid of them once they're gone. They're going to leave a permanent, massive landfill or hole where they left it, and that land will continue to be unusable for the rest of the game. So I don't really like it being close to my town. That being said, remember when I talked about travel of your citizens? I had the problem of, even though I placed my quarry and stuff kind of outside of town, it took a very long time and kind of killed my productivity rate from having to have people, even okay, like you see from here to here, that's a long way for them to go to pick up as much of the material as they can carry, and then carry it all the way back to wherever your stockpile is. Where's my stockpile? Here it is. That's actually a really long way. So you aren't gaining it as quickly as you can. Right. Any last things that we need to go over? Stockpile. You can create another storage barn. I found that to be really helpful if you haven't put your storage barn closer to like things that you store in your storage barn. But I was thinking ahead. Here's my storage barn. It holds materials, not stone and wood. So it holds warm coats, and my tailor's right here. It holds food. It holds food, meats from wherever you plant your hunting lodge. Where did I put that? Where did I put that? Oh god, I've lost my hunting lodge. What? Is this it? Yeah, okay. So that's actually decently close, because once they kill the animal, the meat will lay on the ground. A laborer has to come and pick it up and take it into the storage barn until it would be, take it to the storage barn before it can be useful. The same with the gatherer's hut. All your herbs, all your food of every kind, fish, is going to be stored in your storage barn. However, if I decided to use this area over here, this area over here, this area over here for that kind of stuff, I would definitely add a storage barn somewhere around here. Or maybe like over here. That way there's a lot closer, you know, area for them to get to. And it's going to use a lot less time for them to be traveling back and forth. Right. Pastures, we went over that. Herbalism, we went over that. Tailors, blacksmith, you use to create tools. I only have 5 left, so I kind of forgot to do that. They don't go through them very, very quickly at all at the very beginning. But you are going to want them because their productivity of whatever they're doing, even if they're maintaining the pasture, if they're using the hunting lodge, anything, the fishery, except for the schoolhouse and the houses, their productivity goes enormously down if they don't have tools. So I would probably want to plant this right here. Yay! Okay, so I have that. That's going to be, once that's finished, hopefully we're going to have some kids grow up and I'm going to have an additional laborer to use there. Otherwise, I'm not going to have any laborers and I could probably take somebody off building. You don't really want to be so desperate for a population that you're only down to 1 laborer or 1 builder. Okie dokie. You can upgrade or build stone houses instead. They keep people a lot warmer for longer, and they use less firewood in their fires. So you're going to be saving a lot of logs because you're saving firewood. Because they're not, they don't have to burn as much to keep the house warm. In addition, they don't catch fire nearly as easily. I haven't heard of anybody's stone house actually catching fire. And that's important when a disaster strikes. Fire is considered a disaster. Alright. Wells. Wells, the only use for wells is for putting out fires. And I do that a little bit later on when I have some extra materials, some extra stone and whatnot. Extra laborers to be planting that. Try to put them to an area where they cover decently. When they're nearest to the river, they're going to use the river to put out the fires. However, this side of town, I'd like a well. Maybe over here, like a well. And then over here, maybe a well, because I have heard that forester lodges do catch fire more than other buildings. Right. Hospitals, town hall, don't know anything. Chapel, don't know anything. Cemeteries. When you get a good deal of years into it, your workers who started out being in their early 20s, maybe even in their late teens, well, after a while, they're going to die. And so their children will be very sad about that. Cemeteries you can place so that they can bury them. I think it's really cool. I had one single citizen who died by an accident. A tree fell on them, okay? Nothing I can do about it. The rest of them died from natural, very long-lived, happy lives. And I'm not being sarcastic either. Some of them lived to be like 81. It's crazy. And they have somewhere to bury it. I also read that... excuse me while I collect thoughts. The closer you build it to like houses that people live, unintuitively makes them happier. Well, I suppose it makes sense, but I was actually afraid that the closer you build a cemetery to the housing area, the more likely plague is to break out, and I was afraid of that, so I built it well on the outside of town. Plague is one of the disasters that can strike. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that you need to know to pretty well get started on Banished. If you're not keeping an eye constantly on your numbers, it's going to be very difficult for you very fast, because it's difficult to change things in a hurry. It's going to take a long time. If you build a building, If you're 0 and you have no food coming in, by the time you build something, some people are probably going to be starving. They're not going to be dying, but they're going to be starving. So you want to try to get ahead. When you see things starting to dwindle, you're going to want to really take notice and try to compensate for that early. My average health of citizens is about 1 full heart lower than it usually is because I took so long to get the herbalist up. Because I didn't realize, I know that the herbalist created medicine, and I've never had anybody use a single unit of medicine. I had like 50 units of medicine, and despite how low this has gotten for me, which has gotten maybe halfway, they will not use the medicine. I believe that the medicine is only used for the hospital, but I think simply having an herbalist should increase the health. However, as long as you have an herbalist, they will make medicines. So you're going to end up with a crap ton of medicines. I need to put something in the middle here so this forestry lodge stops planting here. And so you can use that medicine to trade. Yes, you most certainly can. And medicine is pretty, that's not the market. Over here in the imaginary market, you can use that for trading. It's actually pretty valuable. So some materials and some foods and have different values. So, for instance, tools have a semi-good value. Wool has an incredible value. And other things like fish and wood don't have such high value. So the number of things you have stockpiled in here is going to give you so many units of value. And I don't know why they didn't just make it currency, other than the sheer fact that they didn't want to add a currency feature in this game. And I can kind of understand why. It adds a feel to the game that's very different from what they wanted. And you use those units of value to trade with the merchant. So I traded, I needed alcohol from the merchant, and it was actually very pricey per unit. Per unit of alcohol, it was pricey. So I had to trade a lot, like a lot of wool, some leather, some iron that I had stored up here. And that's pretty much the entire game that I've even got to. So, and I've read the wiki, I've discussed it with other people who play, and that's everything that I've learned. It is a very fun little game. It's funner to start new cities. I've got maybe 4 different towns, because I like starting off when it gets difficult, and this is easy. Like I said, this is easy. So medium, you start with less resources at the beginning, but you do start with herding animals, which is nice. But because I've been playing on easy, most likely, I've always had very thriving villages, and really time passes and I don't really even need to do anything, and so I get bored. I played it for about 8 hours or so, and I kind of got bored of it because I knew how to manage my resources. Anyways, guys, that is Banished. I hope you learned something. I hope we're slightly entertained, which would be nice. That's always nice. Those are basically the goal of my games, to be informative, but less so than being entertaining. Alright, guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.